Yes guys, how we are doing? My name is Morsi and welcome back to my channel. Late last night an absolute madness happened on Twitter. Some cheeky chaps have dropped the top 1000 ratings for FIFA 22. I'm not 100% sure on how reliable this leak is, but it looks pretty solid. So fingers crossed they are correct and every single card stats you're going to see in this video are going to be the official FIFA 22 rating. But talking about this video, we're going to be checking out a PREM / La Liga hybrid starter team. And for this video, we're heading back to FootWiz, guys. One of my favourite websites at the moment. These guys are on the ball. Every single card that gets officially leaked, they will have the card up in the database ASAP. But in regards to this top 1000 leak yesterday, not all the cards have been officially announced. A lot of them are still up in the air. They got very similar stats to last year. But that leak is what I'm basing the stats on, the cards that haven't officially been announced yet that you're going to see in this video. It's all over the place, guys. It's an absolute madness. It feels like Christmas again. We're getting players dropped left, right and centre. And I'm just so damn hyped for the new game to come out. If you are too, get down there and drop me a like on this video. If we can hit 10 likes again on this, that'd be fantastic. You guys have been smashing it. Recently, we're getting about 40 likes per video. So if we can keep doing that, that'd be amazing. But let's stop waffling and let's crack on with this video. In goal, we have got a man in the Spanish league. He's got himself a downgrade according to this top 1000 leak. It's Pacheco. 82 overall goalkeeper last year in FIFA 21, and he was a super solid starter option. Obviously, you got the strong Spanish connection, as you're going to see later in this video. That is important for the two centre backs. But he looks pretty reliable, and the fact that he's got a downgrade to 80 means he's going to be cheap as chips at the start of the game. It's a pretty much starter goalkeeper, guys. It's not much to write home about, not much to shout about. Any Spanish goalkeeper in La Liga works in this position. So go crazy, mix it up. If you're not a fan of Pacheco, go for somebody else. Moving on up to centre-back number 1, and this man's stats have been officially released. So this is his card going into FIFA 22, and it is stat. But the last couple of FIFAs, Hermoso has offered a pretty solid starter card, and this year round he is not disappointing. We got the 75 pace, which is fantastic. As you would have seen by my previous videos and all the leaks over Twitter, defenders' pace stats have been super juiced. We're not quite in the 80 ballpark for this man, but 75 is very, very good. 83 defending, 80 physical, and 71 dribbling are nice attributes as well, and he's also got 72 passes, so he definitely makes a solid shout early game. And his centre-back partner, we are staying in the La Liga, Nacho Fernandez. These two are almost a carbon copy of each other. Nacho offers a bit more pace, while Hermoso is a bit more solid defensively, but both of these are very, very sick cards early game. 78 pace on Nacho, only 69 dribbling, which is fine. That's very, very good for a defender. He's got 81 defending and 80 physical also. So these two are big, quick defenders, which is great to see early game. And if we're going off previous FIFAs, La Liga tends to be a little bit more on the cheaper side compared to other leagues. They are somewhat premium cards, being in the 80s and pretty solid defensively. But there are so many mental defenders in FIFA 22 by the looks of it. So I don't think these two are going to be super expensive. Fingers crossed they're not. Apologies if they are, but that is the centre-back duo. Heading on over to right back, we have got a Barcelona wonder kid. Had a 75 overall gold rare last year round. We got Serginho there. Now this man didn't quite hit the cut for the top 1000, so I'm pretty confident that means he's going to be a 76 overall. The stats are just up them 1 or 2 across the board. Pretty much a carbon copy of his card last year. But he's going to be super, super cheap early game. Absolutely rapid. Doesn't offer too much going forward, in all fairness, but that is fine. The pace is pretty much all we're looking for in regards to early game fullbacks. Defensively, he can hold his own, which is great to see. And he is not bad dribbling as well, which should be good. So all you're really going to get with this right back is a lot of pace and decent dribbling. Heading over to the left back, we have got a man who is a confirmed rating and is our first Premier League player. We got Firpo. The ex-Barcelona boy recently linked up with Bielsa's Leeds, and he is now a gold common card in the Premier League, and he's been absolutely nuked on the pace stat. This guy was rapid in previous FIFAs. The 81 is decent, and considering he's not super quick, I reckon he might be somewhat affordable early game. He does offer the Spanish links, as you can see, for a hybrid like this, which is going to be pretty solid, maybe pretty premium early game. But what he lacks in pace, he makes up for in defending, physical stats and dribbling. Super well-rounded left back. So what do you think of the back five so far, guys? Are you a fan of Hermoso and Fernandez bossing it in the middle? And as I said, the goalkeeper, just chuck whoever you want in there, really. Moving on up to CDM number 1, and we also have another ex-La Liga boy. And this man has been absolutely nuked. I don't know what has happened to his card. 85 last year. I didn't watch any football from Atletico Madrid last season. If you did, get down in the comment section and let me know why he has had such a big downgrade. But either way, this could work in our favour. An 85 last year round wasn't too playable in all fairness, but this card looks super solid and well-rounded for that starter midfielder. Dropped down to an 82. He's now in the Premier League playing for Chelsea. and I reckon he's going to be a solid shout. Not super quick, but he offers a fair bit going forward. Defensively, he is also very solid. Very good dribbling on the card as well. Can't imagine him being too expensive. Maybe somewhat more on the premium bracket for this team, but I reckon he's going to be a decent shout. And as you would have seen by the thumbnail and the title, cam number 1 is a man who tormented us last year around. This guy had an 82 overall striker card for Leeds. He had pace coming out of his ears. He could find the back of the net. That left foot was an absolute cannon. He has ended up getting another downgrade and a -3 downgrade at that to a 79, and he is now a starter cam, which I think works out quite nicely because there's some decent Spanish strikers this year around. If you want to create a hybrid with the Premier League, for example, you could play him in that cam role and link it up to two Spanish boys up top, but he is still very solid early game. He's lost a lot of pace. Shooting still pretty reliable by the looks of it. Dribbling 79 should be okay. I'm not expecting too many skill moves on this guy, not the best weak foot, but 79 overall cam in the Premier League should be very affordable early doors, and I'm excited to give him a go this year round. So we're going to mix it up a bit and we're going to head away from the Premier League and we are going to the La Liga, and this man has a card that I'm super excited to try. We got the Valencia boy, Soler. So according to this top 1000 league, he is getting himself a 81 overall gold rare card with super well-rounded stats. Very similar to Saul. He offers a lot more in the pace aspect though. Saul's the more defensive option out of the two, but he's quick. He's got decent passing, decent shooting. The dribbling is fantastic on the card as well. And him and Saul as that CDM duo are going to be fantastic together. Considering the status some of the La Liga centre mids this year around, you've got the likes of Marcos Llorente, who looks like an endgame CDM as a starter card. I can't imagine this guy being too expensive. I've said that for a lot and it may come back to bite me, but we'll see how it goes, guys. As I said, I don't know how expensive these guys are going to be. The market at the start of FIFA could be all over the place, but if you want to invest in these cards, I would get them as early as possible, especially before official release and before that build up to the first weekend league. So if you want to guarantee yourself a little bit of profit on a card potentially, or at least not a loss, then definitely invest early, guys. Get the most out of them. Play squad battles, play dip rivals, wherever floats your boat. Get use out of the card and then look to sell him on a week or two into release. And this next man I am super excited to try. We got the recently transferred Atletico Madrid kid, Cunha. In the Bundesliga last year round and in FIFA 21, he was probably one of the better Brazilian attackers early game. He had that headliner card which pretty much made him the creme de la creme when it came to Brazilian forwards. He's got a 79 this year round. I think 4-star skills are guaranteed. He's got the pace, the dribbling, the shooting isn't too shabby as well as the passing. Defending and physical, that's fine. He's a centre attacking midfielder. We're going to use him more up the end of the pitch than rather tracking back, but he looks super fun. Being a 79 overall with stats like this, I'm excited. If he just pick up that team of the week and goes up to like an 82 overall, he is going to be super meta early game, which is going to be fantastic. And as I said, the skill moves, we need those. Now the two kings of this team, the two boys up top scoring new goals for fun. We're going to start off with a guy that I am super excited to try out at the start of FIFA 22. Last year round, he was sensational, an absolute bully on the ball. You guys know who I'm on about. He's in the title, he's in the thumbnail. We've got Inaki Williams. Now what's funny about this card, it is a carbon copy of his card last year round. To the stat, literally every stat is exactly the same. He's an 81 overall, and I'm pretty certain this is very similar to FIFA 19 to 20. He kept pretty much exactly the same card as well. So he may be the most consistent player in world football by the looks of it. But this man's probably going to be the most expensive card early game. He's absolutely rapid. He is built like a brick wall. He has decent finishing, albeit a 2-star weak foot. But he has 4-star skills. Being a skiller myself, a bit of lack of Keta skill cancel madness, even though that's not on the new FIFA, which is a good thing in my opinion. He is going to be super sick early game. And to finish off this team, a slightly controversial shout. I thought this man was going to get a centre forward card in all fairness. I did get like a, I think it was a player league moment card as a centre forward and objective last year round. We got Guedes. So I converted him to a left forward for this one, but very similar to Inaki Williams. It's almost a carbon copy. He goes up and down one on a few stats across the card, but very similar to his card last year. He's going to have 4-star skills as well, which is great to see. And this man has an absolute rocket of a finish. Both these two strikers aren't necessarily the most agile players, which isn't a bad thing this year around. From what I've seen, physicality is quite important. To have a little bit of muscle on your body is very much needed. So hopefully these guys are going to be that dynamic duo to bag you goals for fun. But Guedes could be a little bit controversial. If you want to mix it up, essentially any La Liga striker can go here. Obviously with the top 1000 league, guys, feel free to have a browse and pick out any player that floats your boat. I may end up doing that myself, but as it stands, that top 1000 league is super laggy, and I don't know how reliable it is. If you do want to have a look at it yourself, head over to my Twitter. It's in the description down below. I will retweet the link so you can have a little look. But that is going to be my Premier League / La Liga hybrid team, guys. If you did enjoy it, please do drop me a like on the video. Leave me a comment. Let me know which players you would sub out for the boys that I've got here. And I'll be back very soon with another one. And also let me know which team you want to see next in this kind of little pre-FIFA 22 squad builder series I'm doing. And until next time, take it easy, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch you soon.